Hey, welcome to another episode of Big Points Theory, where the theories are made up and the points are all that matters. I'm your host, Points Master Utz.
And I'm Suj. Not so really a high score this week.
Due to some technical difficulties, we're really gonna let's just get through this really quickly. Obviously, what you're making reference to is the bad game week that we experienced last week. I think that was pretty much everybody across the board. Although you still had a good captain.
Call that.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I was shocked. Like a lot of people actually captained Aguero. I guess they were all high from the hat trick, and I thought he was just gonna replicate it. I never saw Wolves holding them to a draw.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah, but anyway, before we go on to more depressing matters, let's go straight to the captain choices for this week. So, in the choices that we've made here, we've gone for Aguero, Silva, Salah, Hazard, and Walcott. So let me bring it up quick.
Look, there's only one real captain this weekend to choose, and that's Aguero after his escapades against Newcastle a couple of years ago.
Oh, well, what happened there?
6-1, and he scored 5 goals in that one game.
Oh yes, that was October somewhere, 2 years ago, wasn't it?
2015 or something like that, yeah?
Yeah, or 3 years ago. That was when I remember when Newcastle went down that season, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
No, okay. So, and I mean, if I'm not mistaken, also, Man City actually have busted them up a few times in that time that they played Newcastle.
Yeah. Well, they have a decent record against them, which is understandable. I mean, they are the champions.
Okay, so basically, you're saying there's no need to debate. It's just Aguero.
Look, the only reason why I would give you these other captains is because in the last game I saw, Newcastle played very, very defensive. And if they're going to do the same thing against Cities, maybe it won't be like such a heavy score. I don't see anything past that. I still see Aguero getting something.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, I see you've got Silva here as well. When we're looking through his stats here, like Silva obviously is the big creator in that. I wonder how he did in those games.
Well, in total against Newcastle, he's got 5 goals and 4 assists.
Whoa!
The goals he's ever scored in the team is against Newcastle, both him and Aguero.
Oh, is it? Okay, so they're actually a perfect combination.
No,
you know?
they love it. They love it.
So are you basically telling me that if you are lagging behind the rest of the people, you should probably bring in the silver lining is that you can score maybe more than Aguero can in this game?
Yeah, well, I don't know about more, but I don't see why not. He'll definitely get you also something. So you'll have 2 guys playing in a good team who's got great fixtures that will get you something.
So, okay, well, looking at the stats here, I see we kind of have negated an important one. I've put goals in here. Let's change it to assists so we can just have a look. Maybe because that's where Silva would also get a lot of points from. I see he actually hasn't done any assists this season, so is that not a point against him? Perhaps, like, I mean, I know
He had limited game time. He has been coming off like after 70 minutes and stuff like that. But I mean, he also played World Cup and stuff like that, so maybe a little bit of a hangover for him. And Pep's rotation in that midfield is not making it easy.
Yeah. But I can see in terms of attempted assists, he's clearly putting in the effort.
Yeah, look, I still think he's going to be the main creator while De Bruyne is not there.
Oh right, I keep forgetting that the brown man's not there. Okay.
Yeah, the brown man's duties are being shared between Gundogan and Silva. Silva's doing the creating, Gundogan's doing the set piece taking and all that.
Oh, okay. So it takes away from his attractiveness. Okay. Moving on to Salah. Well, Salah, what's their fixture this week? I haven't actually looked correctly.
They're playing Leicester away.
Ooh, Leicester. Leicester can be a bit of a stumbling block for Liverpool, because I mean now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the fixtures, and Liverpool's fixtures start to take a dip here. So this Leicester game will actually be the first real test of their credentials, their title credentials.
Look, but the guy who likes to score against Liverpool in that game is Vardy, who's got like 13 or 12 goals for them. But I mean, he's suspended for this game because of that red card. So with no one actually up front, with maybe Nacho, I don't think Nacho can score against that Liverpool because
Okay, so you reckon Liverpool are gonna run riot against them?
well, not run riot, maybe 1-1, 2-1.
Okay, but if I look at it like this, you can see Salah as like he scored only he scored 2 goals. He's got a couple of assists, and with Aguero with his high end, Aguero's on the high end now because I mean he's clearly scoring in bursts, in big bursts. Plus Salah has to worry about Mane being in the box with him, taking up the chances. So I can see why you would say that. But definitely, if you don't have Aguero, surely Salah would you say Salah is your next best bet?
Plus the World Cup, the World Player of the Year was given to Luka Modric over Salah and Ronaldo. So when Salah feeling a bit bad, then he won't score as many.
Good. Because oh my word.
They put Ramos to sit just behind Salah.
No, that's good. I don't think I would take it. Having a Liverpool Player of the Year and winning the title. No. I can't have that. Then I would have to pay for a plane ticket and go over there and do something about it. Terrorism is in now. Okay. Speaking about that, Hazard. I would actually pick Hazard over Salah this week. He's actually been slowly coming under the radar. If you look at the stats here, he's gotten a couple of goals. You can see he's definitely getting assists, and he is still the number 1 player in Chelsea. It seems like the rumors and that haven't really affected him at all. Let's look at goals here.
Look, him and Salah, the only FPL midfielders to have scored or assisted in all 3 games. And he did that with only 133 minutes, while Salah's got 270 minutes of that 33.
Yeah. Actually, since we are talking about Hazard, I wonder if it wouldn't just be worth it. Just quickly look at these. Let's look at these positioning there. Because...
Yeah, sure. Because I mean, there's 97,000 managers that brought him in for Game Week 4, so...
97,000!
Yeah, his price is now 10.6.
Oh, okay.
But it's completely much cheaper than Salah, I can tell you that.
Yeah, especially if you can't afford to bring Salah. If you're one of those people, many of those people that have, what's his face? They have Mane and Salah in the same team, and I mean, that just eats your time, eats your space or whatever. I'm looking how did you change the player here. Let's go for trying to bring Hazard. There we go. Here we go. Hazard's trying to hide from me.
Pedro's actually the one that's on form in that team, but Hazard is only second to him for shots.
Okay. Yes, Pedro. Obviously, I think we have Pedro in our team, so we definitely won't discount him. But Suj, I can tell. Like Hazard, I watched a couple of the highlights, and you can see that Hazard's he's doing those runs that he usually does. He's kind of like if you remember, Iron Robin used to make that cut in, the run to cut in and then take the shot, and they seem to let him be. And you can see from his heat map here, he's clearly hanging around his favored area, so he's not even going left and right. And with the way Chelsea are playing now with Alonso and all of that, and also their fixture, I mean, if I look at their fixture, yeah, I will say for historical sake that last season when they played Bournemouth, it was kind of like the beginning of the end in a way, because they lost 3-0. I remember because our mutual friend, Chelsea lover, didn't speak to us for 3 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, that's the same number of weeks, 1 goal per week, 1 week per goal. So, I mean, but the way that's going now, I think Chelsea that's the bandwagon to be on. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so our last choice then is we are going to be talking about Walcott. Okay, so why Walcott?
Well, with Walcott, there's more than 485,000 managers that have brought him in, and 320,000 of those Owens did a like-for-like swap because Rickarlson got the red card.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
And they got excellent fixtures.
So you're relying on him for the fact that, I mean, Everton's fixtures are still pretty decent. I will say that they're clearly not focusing on the defense. They're focusing on the attack, right? And I won't necessarily say Walcott is 100% there, but he's clearly, you should have him in your team to replace the Carlson now. And he plays as a forward, if you think about it.
Yeah, plus he's got a goal.
Yeah.
The game against Southampton, he got a goal and assist, and also scored in last week's draw against Bournemouth. So he is on some type of form.
Yeah, he's definitely on form. And I mean, the other thing I would say about him is that his years in Arsenal. I mean, he always said he wanted to be a forward, and that's where he would be, where he would succeed. And I mean, he clearly, like you said, there's quite a few people have brought him in. He's not too far away from a price change. So for that price, for 6.7, he's an amazing bargain. Especially if he can keep going the way he is now. As captain, I would say, that would be like a really, really big risk to take, considering it's Everton, you know. But for me, yeah. Look, I mean, I find it highly unlikely that you don't have one of Aguero or Salah. But I would say if you have Salah and Hazard in your team, I would actually go for Hazard.
For this particular fixture?
Yes, for this particular fixture, yes.
Okay, I'll stick with Aguero.
Yeah. No, look at me. Okay, one more question before we go. Would you triple captain Aguero? Considering this history, considering that he has already scored a hat-trick, considering that, I mean, okay, so Jesus, I'm pretty sure Jesus is going to make this game as well, which means that Newcastle defense is going to be torn apart because there's those two guys there.
Look, I don't see a reason for not triple captaining, but me personally, I wouldn't do it because I like to keep my triple captainship for the second half of the season, because if I play my triple captainship now, when I get to the second half of the season, I have nothing to fall back on if I'm trying to catch someone.
Okay, okay, fair enough. That's actually good. That's actually a good idea.
But just on a normal note, if he gets a hat trick and you triple captain him, you have basically won, because then whoever plays the triple captain later needs to be for October.
Yeah. Wait, just repeat that. I you cut out there, but repeat that.
Okay, I said that if you play your triple captain this week and he gets a hat trick, 17 points times 3. I would, if I play my triple captain only late in the season and I'm competing with you, I would have to make my triple captain get as many points as your triple captain got a while back. I want to even it out so I can get my points elsewhere to try and catch you. Or if I'm too far behind you, then I'm going to make a triple captain of a different one. Then it won't even up.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm just thinking of the point, basically.
Okay, no, that makes sense. So, okay, just for parity's sake, then we are going to captain Aguero. Oh, look at that! Almost like I thought about that in advance. Yeah. And I'm assuming also we didn't consider Mkhitaryan this week because they're playing Cardiff and they are playing away from home, and Arsenal haven't really hit that stride with playing away from home. And I think Aubameyang is also like they still haven't gelled yet. We're relying on Mkhitaryan a lot, and he didn't really get us the points this week. This last week that went past, so. Hopefully this week we'll do a lot better. We made a couple of changes. I think we've brought in, we make a change. We took Richarlison out for Walcott. That's the only change we made this week. But after the anti-heroics of United last week, De Gea, you're getting one last chance and then you're out, my friend.
Yeah, and Kane is back on the radar.
Yes, Kane's back on the radar. Yeah.
August.
Yeah, I will say there's one last wildcard player that I think we haven't considered that people should maybe look at is Lucas Moura. I mean, he was stunning against United. The only thing against him, obviously, is that if Son doesn't have to go to, military duty, if he doesn't have to go to military duty, this is the weirdest thing ever. Eh? He might not be able to play the season because he'll have military duty. So I'm like, okay.
A couple of years, not one season.
Oh, and you see, so to me, Lucas Moura right now is a lock. I would actually think of a way to try and bring him into the team because he's only 7.1, and I mean he has scored now 3 games and 2 goals.
Yeah.
So I can see him going far.
Watford have never beaten Spurs in the Premier League.
Wow, you see what I'm saying? And I mean their fixtures aren't too bad. So yeah, that's our advice for this week. Anyway. Yeah. Cheers and good luck with the points. All you fantasy managers out there, I'll see you next week.
I hope we have a great game week instead of a bad one.
Yeah. Cheers.